What's going on, guys? Stefan here, S&E's Garage. If you saw our last video with our Kawasaki jet ski, you'll see that we were able to go ahead and get our impeller out of this jet pump. But we soon figured out that we had what's known as a blistered housing, which basically means this wear ring has corrosion underneath of it, and it has caused the wear ring to blister. Now, according to Kawasaki, the pump needs to be replaced. This wear ring is not a quote-unquote serviceable item. But I did do some research, and I have found that you can buy these wear rings separately. So what we're going to go ahead and try to do is we're gonna try to cut this thing out. We're going to use my die grinder here, and we're just going to make an incision, you know, as far in as we can, and then we're going to try to get the rest out with the air hammer. And basically what we want to do is get this thing to collapse in on itself, so we can then go ahead and remove it and clean, you know, any corrosion that's underneath this wear ring. Now, this is going to be a last-ditch effort to save this housing. These housings are like $500–600, so I'm hoping that I can save it. If not, it's something we're going to have to buy. But I figured I'd get this on video. If we can save it, great. I'll order the wear ring, we'll clean it up, press it in, and we'll be good to go. If we can't save it, then we got to get a new one. So let's get me on the tripod. It's going to be a little noisy. I'm probably going to speed up the video. That air compressor back there is going to be kicking on and off, and the die grinder is going to be screaming, but let's see what we can figure out. Now, we're going to be very careful here because we do not want to go past the stainless steel wear ring and gouge into the housing. We just want to cut the ring itself. And I don't want that going anywhere near my car, so let's try to turn it this way because those sparks were flying awfully close to the car. Alright guys, so here's where we're at. Let me get this thing off the tripod here and show you exactly what we've done here. So this disc is a little bit too big to get very far in here because this is kind of recessed. So I couldn't make a straight cut, but I made a vertical cut. You know, it's kind of at an angle, almost all the way through. And then I went ahead and I used this punch to go ahead and start folding this in on itself. So I'm going to try to walk this in as far as I can. You can see here we did get a little bit into the housing. I'm not super worried about it. When I go to press the new one in, I am going to clean this up, and I'm going to put some grease in here to, you know, prevent any water intrusion. But let's pound this thing out and see how we do. So we're just going to go ahead and keep working this lip here that we've created. And we're going to bend in as we go. This is where the air hammer might help, but I want to avoid that because I might gouge the housing with it. So this is basically all I'm going to keep doing. You'll see here, I'm just working this lip. Let's see what we can figure out here. Alright guys, and here we have it. We literally, like I said, we just went in, we used our chisel, and we just kept working this edge here until it was cracked all the way through, and then we folded it in on itself. So more or less, it was in here like this, and we took our flathead screwdriver and we worked it out. So now we're out, and we can see in here all of this corrosion that has developed inside of this housing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our best here to try to clean this thing out. I do have a wire brush attachment for my drill. Let me get that out. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to try to clean this up. Alright guys, we have our wire brush attachment here. We're going to go ahead and set this thing up at an angle like this, and we're just going to work this around the whole housing. You'll see all this dust and stuff flying all over the place, but we're going to do this to the whole housing and try to clean as much of this corrosion here out as we can until we have a nice, smooth, non-blistered surface. Trying to get all the way in to the end of where the liner goes. This is cleaning up rather nice, actually. Yep. You can see just how much corrosion was in this. All of this dust is that's all corrosion, and you can see just the difference in these few areas that we've gone ahead and touched up. So we're going to keep going until this is nice and clear. Alright guys, so this is what we're left with. We cleaned as much of this corrosion out as we could. I actually had to start kind of getting deeper into the aluminum than I had liked. So do keep in mind, I have never done this before, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. We're going to go ahead and try to buy a new wear ring for this, and I'm going to put RTV inside of this whole thing before I go ahead and press that on, so that if there are any voids here, they do get filled with some RTV. And we're going to see how we make out.